Okay, so what we're going to do is we'll get going here again, leave milepost 31 behind me. Just an interesting note, no bullet holes in milepost 31. It's got a dent in there, one bullet dent. Maybe somebody shot it with a 22 that didn't penetrate. Again, kind of a relatively nice area here. This is kind of a little bit more low. We can tell that is because there's seems to be a proliferation of tamaracks. Tamaracks love kind of swampy area. These are all tamaracks here. Tamaracks are unique because they actually lose their needles. They're one of the few species right now. They're very soft because they're just coming out. They're one of the few species of conifers that lose their needles. I'll put up the scientific name on the screen there. So in the fall time, just like the other trees, they turn color. So they turn this brilliant shade of yellow, and then eventually the needles drop. But when they turn yellow, it's just quite the scene. So up here, we'll have a look. I doubt it's still here, but on my profile map, it says there's supposed to be, or there was at one time, a wooden box culvert. Those are very rare. I've only seen a few of them, just generally because they deteriorate and they fall apart, and so they need to be replaced. I think it's still here. Or are those just ties that are discarded? Oh, false alarm. Those are just ties. I got excited there for a second. It's like, could it still be here? This is the problem with going this way, because you have zero idea of where anything is. When you do the eastward direction first, then you have a bit of an idea of where everything is. Actually, that box culvert's not till up here. There's just the telegraph pole in here. So you can see what's left of the telegraph pole. I don't even think there's any insulators left on here. I think all the insulators are gone. Okay, so the box culvert's not coming up for a little bit. So what I can do is, barring anything, I'll zip you ahead a little bit here. Just enjoy the scenery. Alright, so that box culvert's supposed to be somewhere around here, but it doesn't look like the type of environment where a wooden culvert would last very long. Kind of looks like it's very sort of low and swampy. I'm just trying to see if there's a more modern culvert that's maybe been put in to replace it, because usually there's a milepost marker. There's a telegraph pole sticking up out of the swamp there. Oh, here's a marker. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it's a modern culvert, so it's been replaced. Oh, I doubt we're gonna get any mileage off this. 31 point something 0. Oh man, I can't even read that. And that's not just because I'm getting old and I can't see anything. One of the things I love about this area is the telegraph poles. There's another one. Is the changes in the terrain, how it's always fluctuating all the time. You know, you go from sort of these swampy areas, and then you go into sort of more upland area. One thing about nice being kind of cool and cloudy today is, or for now, is I think it helps with the bugs a little bit. The bugs just came out, and this year it's not going to be pretty. Here's another telegraph pole. I just see clear on there. Just see Dominion 42s. It's been very, as I mentioned, it's been very wet. It's been dry the last few weeks for the most part, but with the wet, a lot of snow we had this winter, and the wet spring, it's lots of standing water all over the place, so there are going to be bugs galore. Just need to fix something with my GPS here. I had zoomed out. There's another telegraph pole there, or at least the bottom part of one. So here, you can see in some areas how much the grade, how things are growing in. Typically you see this a lot where you get through little cuts and stuff, so there is a little cutting here. And there's another telegraph pole. Everything's been stripped off there. I think there's just one Dominion 42. You see this a lot when you get to cuttings, because it sort of compresses the brush and the trees and everything in. Lots of tamaracks here. Tamaracks and some alders and poplar. Makes it nice and pretty though. There's Noah. And there goes Luna, because she's excited to see him. He's gotta love dogs, eh? Luna's always had a kind of a soft spot for Noah. Noah's the youngest of the two boys. It's almost like she's kind of tries to look after him. What's that? Is that just a random piece of metal or something? Yep, just a random piece of metal. All right, let's see if the boy did his job. Found milepost 32 here. Lots of tamaracks. This area must be very pretty in the fall time when they all turn. Now, did he actually find it, or he's just at milepost 32? Oh, he actually found it. All right, so milepost 32. So again, that is the mileage on the Kinghorn. Of course, it's got its obligatory bullet hole in it. And so again, for the original lines, what we need to do is we need to add the 100.8 miles. And so that gives us 132.8. Okay, so we're going to hold up here for a second, and then we're just going to continue making our way westward towards Keemle.